Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Here comes Nelson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr to throw on second down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Marshall. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Monday down. Get set, get set. 7:34. White. Hey, 7:34. Ready, set.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
New York set to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
This is Marshall. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action. It's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Marshall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Nelson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Darnold steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And here's Marshall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Get set.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A first down throw, Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit!
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's French. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got 6-18.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Carr now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Carr. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Carr again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Down, 180.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Chief. Down, 180. You mind? 808. Go. Get set.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. That's complete right around the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Get down. 180. Watch 35. Go. Motion.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And he's got Pete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now Darnold. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
24. Get down, get down. Blue 80. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 618. 734. Blue 80.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get set. Blue 80. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down, Hill. And an alley to run. And Hill running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And they'll go on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
on the ground they go with a running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Now it's Darnold. He gets it here to Peak. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here comes Nelson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Carr going to throw. Dancing to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
29. 808.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
734.
To throw his Carr. Buying time to his left. A dump off now to Hill. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the I. 35, they'll give it to him up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. Skirts by at the 15. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keith Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold now to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shakes off the sag. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun now for Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Down. You ready? Purdue. Go. Get set. Mike 5-4.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Now he steps away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Down. You ready? 694. Get in the weight room. 24. Go. Get set. Go. Low. You ready? Set.
From the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get set.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. They set up the screen to Hill. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey. You got 3.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Get set. 180. Go, Chief.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Flush to, and he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Avery Williamson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, right down. Check. Later, 9. Go. Tighten up. Purdue.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll run it here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Over! Watching now, Barney! I got you! Over!
Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. Finally marked down at the 23. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Jets on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll go on the ground. He's got the first down inside the 10th. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Keith Marshall with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.